So Leute, ich muss nur euch schnell sagen. Bedingungswo habt ihr gerade gehört, der erste Teil. Das war der erste Teil. Was passiert, wenn du nicht geschafft hast? Was hätte passiert, wenn nur noch noch von diesen zwei Hühnern noch überlebten hätten und dann sind und der Rest war tot. Aber jetzt, diese Geschichte war leider nicht in Happy Ending, aber bleibt dran, Leute. Weil jetzt kommt die nächste Geschichte mit dem Happy Ending. Und das ist der zweite Teil. Und hoffentlich seid ihr bereit. Wir legen gleich los. Und ich wünsche euch viel Spaß in diesem zweiten Teil von der Geschichte. Ich muss noch den Titel ändern. Nicht Happy Ending. Und der ist der Happy Ending. Und dazu, Leute, werde ich mich hier abschieden. Und hoffentlich, und ich wünsche euch viel Spaß in diesem Happy Ending Story. Und vielleicht komme ich noch etwas zu sagen. Dann ja, Leute, ich wünsche euch viel Spaß. Bis gleich.
Rocky and Sky got in position while Rubble and Zuma scoped everything out, literally. They took out the opposing snipers and the RPG, making it safe for Sky while not alerting anyone. Sky flew in and quickly was heard. Mr. Sanchez asked a guard what it was. It looks like one of those PAW Patrol mutts are coming in and oh. What? Does the helicopter that girl pup flies usually have guns on it? What are you talking about? They suddenly heard an explosion from Sky firing a rocket and the compound. Mr. Sanchez immediately sounded the alarm and prepared for battle. Yeah. Take that. Rubble yelled. I'm going to circle back around and fire a few more rockets, then the coast is clear. Sky shot out a few more guards and laps just in case they decided to use those. That's your cue, Rocky. Chase said. Rocky gunned it and bashed through the front gates. Using a simple switch, he was able to fire the miniguns mounted on his truck and take out all the guards in his path. We're in, Sky, no more rockets, Rocky said. Got it, switching to guns. Rocky realized he missed a few guards and was receiving fire. Hold on back there. Rocky warned Chase and Marshall. He pulled the e-brake and shot all around him as the truck spun. He slammed the brakes to stop the momentum, then gunned it again. He realized there were more guards coming out of the compound. Open the door, let us fire. Chase said. Rocky opened the door and Chase and Marshall were able to start shooting. Marshall couldn't aim. The recoil from the rifle was knocking him down. Rocky pulled the e-brake again to face the guards head-on. Chase, however, fell out. Rocky. Turn back. Chase fell out back here. Don't worry about it, I got this. Chase said. Chase ran into the compound and took cover under an LAPV. He was able to shoot and not be discovered. The recoil from the rifle was starting to hurt his back. Although the pup pack was taking all the shock, his back was getting awkwardly bent. Zuma, Rubble, move in toward up to the compound. Chase commanded. Zuma and Rubble followed the orders and moved into the compound. Zuma and Rubble switched from the AW sniper rifles to the M4S on their pup packs. They snuck into the compound unnoticed. They ducked behind a couple of crates. No one in the compound was firing, but they were all on alert, and some heading in front of the compound to try to take out the other pups. What do we do now? We don't want them knowing we're here, Rubble said. I thought you had a plan, Zuma said. Rubble radioed Chase, what exactly do we do when we get in? We don't have the firepower these guys do. I'm about to head in there. Be as stealthy as possible. Rubble didn't like that idea. He wasn't exactly the stealthy type. Thankfully, Zuma had confidence. I got this, Wubble. Don't worry. Just follow me. Zuma snuck around all the crates and made sure Rubble followed. They were never detected. Chase maneuvered around and under the laps while firing at all the guards. None of the guards had time to figure out where he was, and the few that couldn't get an aim on him. That turned all the guards by Zuma and Rubble towards the front of the compound. The two were able to fire on all the guards. Mr. Sanchez's crew was now fighting a two-front war. There was some bad news for Sky, however. Pups. Someone has a guided missile launcher. Get out of there, Sky. Go to safety. Chase yelled. Sky saw the guard fire the missile. She was able to dodge it, but it came back around. She had to think fast. She saw an opening in the compound that looked big enough for her helicopter. Coincidentally, it's the same place the guard firing the missiles is standing. She went full speed ahead with the missile coming up on her fast. She panicked, but she was fast enough, and her plan was coming together. She hauled right into the opening with the missile trailing her. The missile hit a beam and blew up the guard along with a handful of other missiles, causing a bigger explosion than she expected. She almost got caught into the explosion, but she was able to go through the compound to the other side. However, the explosion pushed her helicopter out with more force than she wanted, and caused her to go into a spin. After a few seconds of thinking she was going to crash, she gained control. Sky. Please tell me you're okay. I've never been better. I'm good up here. That worried me. Rocky and Marshall were on PAW and taking out guards. They headed into the compound. Mr. Sanchez was spectating the fight from his office. He knew his guards were getting lit up. Not even a single casualty on the pups. He was about to call in mercenaries, but he instead intercepted the pups' radio signal in hope to get them to cooperate. Very clever. I see you're making your way through. I told you we were gonna retaliate hard. We're all alive and we've almost cleared this place. Chase said. Not sure what kind of novice you take me for. I can send more guys in with the click of a button. This isn't even a fraction of my army. Not sure what kind of cowards you take us for. We're not scared. At this rate, we'll finish you in no time. Well, you pups are too clever to have to keep dealing with. My army will go try hard to take you down. I am willing to make a deal, however. No more deals. We will end this today. Sky jumped in. Wait, what deal are you willing to make? Marshall asked. Marshall. We're not gonna make deals. Chase said. I have mercenaries coming in right now. They're going to overwhelm you. I guarantee it. They will give you hell, then force you to surrender. Those of you who survive will be tortured. If you don't want that happening, you either run for your lives right now, and don't stop until you know we won't follow you, or surrender and have painless deaths. That'll never happen. Rocky said. We'll fight to the death. Chase said. Suit yourselves. Mr. Sanchez called in his reinforcements. That's where Chase was wrong. He's bluffing. He doesn't have backup. This is all he has. Chase said. There's nothing for me to do up here, I'm gonna land and go in, Skye said. Skye landed right as the reinforcements came in. She didn't realize it was too late. There were multiple mercenaries with RPGs. She thought she was about to die. Luckily, the mercenaries showed mercy. One mercenary talked through an intercom on a truck. Keep the helicopter grounded or you will be shot down. She cooperated, not wanting to die. She called the rest of the pups. They have me. They have RPGs and machine guns aimed at me. Uh-oh. He wasn't bluffing. Chase said. We'll be out to help. Zuma said. No. There's more than you think. The pups were overconfident and ran right out to help Skye. As soon as they did, they immediately regretted it. There were way too many for 6 pups to kill. They heard Mr. Sanchez. I told you my reinforcements would overwhelm you. We didn't even have to fire a shot. Your own idiocracy caused your imminent doom. How does it feel now? Your fate is just the same as your pathetic boys. There was mixed emotion throughout the pups. Chase had doubt in his mind that it was going to end this way. Rocky was thinking of a way to get out. Zuma started feeling the regret knowing he lost. Rubble was so scared he was about to die. Marshall felt remorse. And Skye knew she was about to join Ryder, so she wasn't too panicked. The mercenaries eventually backed the pups into a wall. The pups realized they were trapped and it was about to end. Mr. Sanchez was on his way out. What do you say, Mr. Sanchez? Nah, we're gonna torture them. They're not worthy of a quick death. I gave them the choice. This is it. This is the end. Zuma panicked. We're all about to die a slow, painful death. Rubble cried. This can't be. This can't be happening. It can't end this way. Marshall whined. Rocky, Chase, and Skye stayed silent. Chase realized Rocky was on the same track as him and whispered into his ear. There's no way out. Our deaths are imminent, but we can save the others. We both have all the firepower in our pup packs. We'll tell them to get down, then we shoot until we are absolutely dead. Rocky liked the idea but had doubts. What if we fail? They'll take the heat out on them. All we have to do is clear a big enough hole in this army, and they can. Hey! No talking amongst each other. This is the end. You had your chances. Rocky and Chase looked at each other with uncertainty, but they both were willing to do it. They both built up the nerve and became ready. The 4 of you get down. Chase yelled. Rocky and Chase both pulled out what they needed to use to take these guys out and immediately fired. They ran into the crowd of mercenaries, causing them to shoot each other. They couldn't believe the plan worked. The 4 others joined. Out of nowhere came 5 trucks and a muscle car and joined into the lighting up of the mercenaries. Chase and Rocky hadn't gotten hit yet, leaving both wondering if this really just happened. With the help of the other 4 pups and 5.50 cal turrets, Chase and Rocky completed their mission with success. They looked up and realized who came in at just the right time. Joey, all the pups yelled. Rubble cried. Wow. I guess I came just in time. JJ What came in as well. JJ What? You saved us. Mr. Sanchez was watching this from the inside of the compound. What just happened? Well, that backfired. JJ What was happy to help. It's a good thing Joey found me when he did. Rocky and Chase are the real heroes. Rubble pointed out. The 4 of the pups praised Rocky and Chase. I thought that was gonna be the last thing we did. Chase said. Rocky, Marshall said. Everyone noticed Rocky had gotten shot in the shoulder, but with the adrenaline rushing he didn't feel it. Rocky noticed he was suddenly the center of attention. What? You, got hit. What? Rocky looked to his right at his shoulder. Oh. Arg. Rocky suddenly felt the pain now that he knew what happened. Why would you tell me? I didn't feel it until you said something. I'm sorry. I thought you should know. This isn't over. There's still guys in the warehouse, and there's still Mr. Sanchez. Chase said. And there's still reinforcements, Mr. Sanchez said out of nowhere. They heard a bunch of M35 Deuce and a half trucks coming in. JJ what took charge? Joey and all you pups. Go into the compound and finish the job. Make sure you patch him up. My crew, man the trucks and laps. The pups rushed into the compound, and Joey carried Rocky. Rocky wanted to walk on his own, but Joey wouldn't let him. Meanwhile, all of Mr. Sanchez's crew was debating on whether they even wanted to keep fighting for him. There were some that were staying loyal, but the rest either hated his guts from the start, or didn't want to lose the battle. Marshall patched Rocky, and the rest of the pups went through to liberate the compound. Sky was flying around when a sniper shot out her engines. She realized she was losing speed and lift. She started falling and was scared she was going to fall to her death. Then, someone caught her. She opened her eyes and realized it was one of Mr. Sanchez's men and started panicking. No, pup. Don't worry. I'm not gonna hurt you. The guy started petting her to comfort her. She realized she wasn't about to die. You're not gonna hurt me? You're just a pup. Sanchez is heartless. I hated his guts from the start. Let's get you back to safety. Sky. Are you okay? Joey asked. Yeah, I'm just fine. Someone caught me. They both saw Joey hiding behind a crate. They were up on a catwalk. Hey. Whatever your name is. Joey looked back and immediately aimed his gun at the guy. Joey. Wait. He's friendly. Sky said. I have your pup. I just wanted to return her. She's the sweetest thing ever. Well, I definitely do appreciate that. I don't know how to get down there. Joey got under them. I'll catch you, Sky. Just drop her. Sky and the guy didn't like that idea. Trust me. The guy dropped Sky and Joey caught her. Thanks again. No problem. I'm gonna find my way down. A few minutes later, the pups and a few guards were in combat. The guy came up to the guards and told them that they could switch sides with no punishment. Eventually, every guard left turned on Mr. Sanchez. The only people on Mr. Sanchez's side were the mercenaries getting lit up. Mr. Sanchez realized that and tried to rush to the rear exit. This went all wrong. Those pups are clever. Good thing I have C4 on every corner of the building. Click of this switch, and boom goes the compound. Those pups and the traitors will. Chase eventually came upon Mr. Sanchez. He was out lone wolf while the others were getting peace treaties. Not so fast. We didn't forget about you. Mr. Sanchez was unintimidated. You and what army? No one. Just you and me. Chase barked for the M4 and Karma. So what, you're gonna kill me now? I'll make sure this building goes up in smoke. Chase tried to fire the M4, but realized he was out of ammo. Uh-oh. Ha. Things are starting to go my way again. Mr. Sanchez pulled out a 3-foot-long sword. Mistake to mess with me. Mr. Sanchez ran at Chase at full speed. Chase knew that Sword was about to go through his body and pin him to the wall. He braced for it, but just before it happened, he heard a loud bang. A really loud bang. When he looked over, he was completely shocked. It was Mayor Humdinger with a .44 in hand. Mayor Humdinger. If anyone's going to ruin your life, it's gonna be me. I got your back, pup. The pups and Joey ran over to the rear entrance, scared about the bang. They saw Mayor Humdinger with the .44, Chase unharmed, and Mr. Sanchez laying motionless on the ground. Mayor Humdinger just saved my life, Chase said. Don't mention it. It's the least I can do. Everyone, the pups, Joey, JJ Watt, his crew, and the guys who switched sides all celebrated. We did it. He's dead. Chase was happy Mr. Sanchez was dead, but wished he could have been the one to end it. You and Mayor Humdinger did it. Sky said, you accomplished the goal. Good job, dude. Zuma said. Rocky tackled Chase as a celebration. The two got closer in the last week than they ever had in the last few years. Rocky yelped when he hit the ground, forgetting he had gotten shot. Don't give me any of the glory, Mayor Humdinger said, this just makes up for what I did. What did you do? Joey asked. This was the first time Joey and Mayor Humdinger talked to each other. Mayor Humdinger had no idea who Joey was. I'm technically who's responsible for Ryder's death. Sanchez interrogated me about nearby obstacles after I did a favor. I mentioned the PAW Patrol, but I had no idea he was going to do what he did. Joey now, rather than praising him for saving Chase and finishing the job, resented Mayor Humdinger. It was your fault. Joey felt the mission wasn't over. Tell me why I shouldn't clip you right now. Mayor Humdinger didn't expect that reaction. Whoa. Who are you? I'm Ryder's father. My whole mission was to avenge my son and protect these pups. Joey pulled the hammer back on the same .44 Mayor Humdinger used to kill Mr. Sanchez. Joey. Don't do this. You don't have to. He did nothing wrong, the pups cried. JJ Watt and his crew just watched in confusion. Out of the corner of his eye, Joey could see Mr. Sanchez move his arm. He knew he was about to blow the building to pieces. There was a guard with a 12 gauge, so Joey quickly reacted, stole it, then delivered a slug to Mr. Sanchez's skull. The pups all covered their eyes. He stood and realized he was able to end it himself. All right, you're spared, Joey said to Mayor Humdinger. The guy that helped Sky out went up to JJ Watt to join his side. At your service, Mr. Watt. Wait, you're not my crew? I was a slave to Sanchez, but now that he's finally dead, I'm free, but I also need something else to do. Well, welcome aboard. I'm sure you already thought about it, but feel free to take the compound and all the weapons in it. Yeah, I declared this place mine the minute we breached this place. Joey and the pups didn't know what to do now that Mr. Sanchez had been taken out. Hey, thanks for finding me. I'm more than happy to help, and I was able to take out my main rival, JJ Watt said. Thanks for helping out. Without you, me and the pups could have been lined in chalk, Joey said. What are you gonna do now? The pups jumped in. The 6 of us are still alive. You can succeed your son. Adventure Bay could use the PAW Patrol. Joey gave some thought to the pups' suggestions. You know what? I like that idea. Pack your bags, pups. We're going back to Adventure Bay. The pups all celebrated and hugged each other and Joey. Well, if you have any major problems, I'm always here, JJ Watt said. Just yelp for help, Joey said. The pups looked at Joey in disapproval. No? Don't carry on the tradition? Mind if we take one of those laps home? Yeah, go ahead. Joey and the pups loaded all the vehicles onto a trailer and towed it with the LAPV back to Adventure Bay. Joey grabbed his Suburban and brought all the pup stuff back to the lookout. He was happy to know he kept his promise to his son and now succeeded him. The PAW order
Paaren zu machen. Noch, aber ich bin noch dran am Schauen, wer es noch braucht, wie viele noch sind übrig. Und dann werde ich dann euch dort updaten. Werde ich vielleicht dann oder ihr könnt auch auf meinen YouTube-Kanal gehen und dann schauen, ob es dort schon verpackt ist. Eine neue Geschichte oder nicht. Wenn nicht, das weißt ihr, dass ich bin noch am Schauen. Oder ihr könnt auch einfach auf mein Twitter gehen und dann könnt ihr mich einfach dort schreiben, wann ich bei dem nächsten und also ich kann euch sagen, was vielleicht kann noch fehlen. Also ich muss schnell schauen. Aber denke ich, fehlt noch etwas. Also Ladner, Monkey's Paw, Dead Nampanas and Green South ist schon fertig. Also, es fehlt noch eine Mission. PAW Patrol, The Bigger Accident and PAW 666. Und ich muss wirklich schauen, welche eine dieser Geschichten ist. Ich muss schnell schauen. Also, Final Mission fehlt, aber das ist noch nicht der kompletten. Ich denke, der Rohr hat noch nicht der komplette gelegt. Also, ich kann nur euch 2 Tipps geben. Oder 3. Also, ein ist der PAW Patrol Test for the Bigger Accident or PAW 666. Ich muss schauen schnell, ob der hat diesen Story drin. Ja. Warte. Ja. Das kann er machen. Sonst ich kann Tigers Accident and PAW 66 machen. Sonst wird der Rest schon ein bisschen kompliziert, wegen mit dem Final Mission und so. Es ist noch nicht die ganze Geschichte da, aber hoffentlich macht er bald dort mit dem Geschichte weiter, weil der schon seit schon eine wann hat er es gemacht? Muss schnell schauen. Das war schon eine Weile. Ich muss schauen, wie lange waren. Also, es war vor einem Monat, aber nicht mehr als einem Monat, fast 2 Monate. Ist er nicht mehr an diesem Part zu machen. Aber ich schau mal, wann er wird dann wieder einen machen. Ich schau dran, aber ich schau noch auch dran wegen mit dem Diggers Accident and the PAW 666. Also Leute, wir sind heute viel fertig und ich denke, wir sehen uns im nächsten Livestream. Bye!